my artwork. Yeah. I have a website, but I'm not on it right now. I'm on my other website. I actually have several different websites, but this is my website on Flickr.com, and I wanted to talk about my art, like, really bad. Like, I really wanted to just talk about my art, because, like, a lot of people don't look at my art, so I want to talk about my art. So I'm going to start with 2005 through 2008. Okay, good, the camera's focusing. This actually isn't going to be a really long video. So there's pretty much really nothing to say about this, because this is when I was really young. I mean, like, really young. This is, like, when I was, like, 10, 9, and 8, or... Oh, yeah, when I did these Mickey Mouse drawings, I was, like, really, really young. This one, these are all done around 1st, 2nd grade. And that one was, too. I was a good artist from the get-go, though, as you can tell. And, okay, fine, I'll try to be humble about it. Ego. Your ego is not your amigo. Yeah, pretty much, I was really young when I did this stuff. I was taking cartooning class, because, like, my mom told me I could submit a famous cartoon one day. So, that's pretty much it. This one. Nothing really interesting at all. By the way, eventually wolves would become my favorite animal. Okay. 2009, now things are gonna get a little crazy. 2009 was like 4 years later after 2000. Okay, this is 2005 through 2008, so it's like a year later. Now shit's getting crazy. Look at all that shit. Look at all that shit, man. Look at that shit. It's 2009. I was 12 years old when I did all this stuff. This is, actually, a thing from the internet. Like, it's a game. It was a game, it was, like, called Link or something like that, and this was, like, one of the characters that said, "You must die," but I wrote, "You must smoke weed" instead. Keep in mind, I did this when I was 12. All this stuff is from when I was 12. I was using, some kind of art software to make all these, like, just all these crazy, like, color illusions that I was making. These triangles. I couldn't tell you anything else. You know, I actually made this out of, I had my first cell phone, and I took a picture of, strawberries, and I, like, made this strawberry-looking face. This is about ready to get exciting, so I know it's kind of boring right now, but just hang on. Things are about to get crazy. Okay? Here's a mushroom. Here's some other trippy stuff that I was making. This is Sonic. He's like, "No, don't do that." Here's some, like, clouds with faces on them. And, oh yeah, I remember, I made these two characters. I was kind of, like, inspired by Wayne's World to make these two guys. But, I remember that we were always having homework where we would have to draw stuff. And I'd draw these two, like, pot-smoking hippie guys on my homework every time. And there was another one. That was actually my dog, that I drew. It's like crazy peace sign. Drugged out peace sign, obviously. Look at that. Camera's not really focusing that well. There, now it's focused. I was inspired by Mayan stuff to do these two things. Again, another Mayan inspired one. And here's, like, Joker cards. Obviously, I put marijuana symbols on them, of course. Okay, it's that cloud there. And these were Beavis and Butthead as psychedelic clouds. That's Butthead, and that's Beavis. I remember I was in 7th grade, and I would hang this up in my teacher's classroom. I was going to get big trouble later on, and, oh yeah, I did clay sculptures of Beavis and Butthead. I remember that. Come and eat. So it's like come and eat mushrooms. Look at this crazy shit. This was like Peter Max inspired stuff. These skulls were just phenomenal during that time. I was really like at my prime as an artist when I was like 12 years old. And these skulls are just really phenomenal, just really graphic and gory. And the more gory and the more graphic I could get it to be, the better drawing it was. And I mean, these skulls that I drew were just phenomenal. Unfortunately, I don't have the drawings anymore because my mom threw them away. Because my mom is square, she threw them away. It's Ren and Stimpy and Beavis and Butthead again. All these skulls are just absolutely phenomenal, really just gory graphic stuff. And look at this skull. And this one's my favorite. Right there. Without a doubt, that one's my favorite. It's just really sick looking. You know, it's like throwing up. It's like, bleh, it's like throwing up. So I guess I'm cooler than you thought, huh? Look at this skull right here. It's just so graphic. And so gross. I love it. So I drew that when I was 12, guys. So, like, I guess I was really talented or something. Yeah, that was, like, my name tag in 7th grade. Oh, yeah, this is, like, a Buddha guy, and he's, like, enlightened. This is my depiction of the Roman Empire. It's like a program that lets you do, like, virtual graffiti. Here's another skull. I really like the skulls. Of everything in this album, the skulls are, like, the best. And, all this stuff right here. Whew! Peter Max inspired artwork, again, right here. There's the second page. And out of everything that I did in 2009, without a doubt, the skulls are my favorite. I remember I created a MySpace page for the devil when I was like 12 years old because like MySpace was a thing back then in 2009. And here is the devil's pet dog. Look how cute that is. Just look at how cute that is. Yeah, right, Annie. Alright. Here's my 2009 poetry. I did a poem about Ozzy Osbourne in 2009 in 7th grade. Here's one about Cheech and Chong, Grateful Dead, and Led Zeppelin, and Van Halen all combined. Yeah, believe it or not, I was a Deadhead at one point, but then I kind of like grew out of it at some point. I don't know. This one is very, I actually, almost got in trouble for this one because it was so sexual. It was like, I remember somebody saying it was like inappropriate. I was in 7th grade. This one was, I'm actually going to read this one. I don't read all of them. I actually didn't write that. My mom wrote that one for me. So that one, like, isn't even mine. I had my mom help me out with this one. So this one wasn't even, like, that one wasn't really my work. Kind of, like, cheated. This one's about weed, obviously. Okay. Halloween Devils, that one doesn't even really matter. But, again, my, signature yeah, that's my signature, look right there. You know, the very, scribbled out graphic. You know what I did? They gave us a sheet to write a poem on, and they had, like, all these characters on them. And you know what I did? I literally took a black crayon, and I, like, put all their faces in black. I, like, kind of, like, blacked all their faces out with a black crayon, okay? There are these, like, all these, like, kid cartoon characters on there. Like, kind of like what you would expect a kindergartner to do. it's like kindergarten level cartoon people, and it was just irked me back then. So I took a black crayon, I like blacked them all out, and I gave this guy like really long claws, kind of like Freddy Krueger, and then the clown one, I actually decided to spare him from the dark shadow and do him up a little bit. Here's doesn't even matter anyways. These three right here are the best. I'm gonna start off with Pussycat. Alright, so you can kind of read that if you stop the video. If you pause the video, you can read it for yourself, but I'm just gonna read it. I was 12 when I wrote this, okay? So already, getting, I was already, thinking about sex back then, obviously. I was very, I grew up very, I guess, I don't know what you want to call it. I guess I was a very sexual person at a very young age. I came a little bit before my time. Everyone else was, not there yet. I kind of like, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I was 12 when I wrote this. Just keep that in mind. They were kind of, it's up for your own interpretation, man, but I know that I was, very sexual at an early age, and I hit puberty and all that at a very early age, and I know that. Okay, so I'm going to read this poem by me when I was 12 years old, and the year was 2009. The poem's called Pussycat. Okay, so she's a top-notch cat. Everyone's loving her. She is the Lord. She lures them in. Yeah, this is kind of like a song. She always just gets them. She meows all night long. She licks those big cats with her tongue all night, yeah. They play together under the moonlight. She would never want her sweet kitty cat love to ever stop. So it's very erotic, yeah. I was writing basically erotic poems at 12. That's what that says right there. And you can just tell how erotic it is. I mean, this line right here, she licks those big cats all night with her tongue, it's probably inferring to a blowjob. I was also inspired by lyrics from rock songs, obviously. That's where all the yeahs came in. And, Black Sabbath has a song called Lord. That's probably where I got Lord from. And, there was this cartoon called Top Cat, so Top Notch Cat, that's probably where I got it from, and, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you were a parent, so your kid wrote this, you'd probably have a fit. Alright. This one about Ozzy Osbourne, I really want to read this one. Obviously Ozzy has been a hero of mine for a very long time. Alright, so I'm just gonna start reading it. The Prince of Darkness. In the early 70s, the inventor of heavy metal. He will sing this song with his pride of darkness. With the heavy guitar, the drums, the bass, the song will have power. The power of darkness has came. The guitar has come to introduce its power. The snow blind, the sweet leaves, the needles, and the psychedelic has came. The power of Black Sabbath has came. Iron Man has came. Satan comes to spread his wings. The roar pigs fly. The electric funeral fire. As Ozzy says, crazy, and that's how it goes. As Ozzy says, Satan comes to spread his wings. So, yeah. Pretty cool poem for a 12-year-old. Pretty cool poem. I almost said prom. That was weird. But, yeah, pretty cool poem for 12-year-old. Alright, this is the last one I'm gonna read. So, again, yes, of course, I was 12 years old. Alright, I'm just gonna start reading this one. Taisha and Sean were days out of their mind. Grateful Dead was jamming in San Francisco. I didn't read San Fran. Van Halen was playing and talking about love. Led Zeppelin was in love and was in London. The 70s were groovy. And then I have my name. That one obviously was about the 70s. I was obviously a big fan of the 70s. Grass standing so high off the ground. Piles of dry green and yellow glass. The grass standing in a wild weed plants. Oh my God, look at these. Look at these. Look at these guys. They're like coming to life. Look at them. They're all dancing and shit. Alright. I'm not gonna read these ones because these ones are lame. Now for 2010. This is now shit's gonna get crazy. It's 2010. This was the year that I was 13 years old. Some of the most questionable artwork I had ever done in my life, really. Most of it is censored because this is Flickr, so, it's not Tumblr, so, yeah. This one was kind of a joke. This guy was supposed to be, like, an animal freak, basically. I had just made up this character, and, like, he was into bestiality. Not that I'm down for that, but, this is something I made up. You know, it's another stupid thing I made up at 13 years old. This was some graffiti that I had seen on Google. I was just trying to copy it. So it's not really that original. I was just copying somebody else's graffiti that I'd seen on Google. This one is original. This one's a Jester. I think it's a Jester. I think so. Yeah, that is a Jester. Yeah. Ugh. Pretty bloody teeth there. I was able to do good details. I did on Paint Shop. In this one, I don't think I did that one in Paint Shop. I had some stuff censored here because this is Flickr.com. On Tumblr, it's uncensored. This guy's fucking a crater. It's like this guy's humping a cow. What the hell? 13. I was in 8th grade at the time. This one's a good one that I did. This one's downtown LA. Well, my interpretation of downtown LA. I'm just gonna slowly pan up the picture. Yeah. Out of all the things in this picture, I think that's my favorite. The girl on the billboard sign. Okay, this artwork's pretty naughty, okay? Look at that maid, how petite she is. This shit is okay, more of this color experiment stuff I was doing. This is Dr. Green Foam. I did a cartoon about it and uploaded it on YouTube. I was 12, guys, okay? And it's still on YouTube. You can find it. I was 12, okay? Yeah. This was something else that I did. This little Motley Crue anime stuff that I was doing. It looks like Mick Mars. In fact, that's who it's supposed to be, probably. Another, like, I was drawing Alistair Fiend a lot, so that's, like, Motley Crue's mascot, and here's 2 of those. This was for, a science project at school, more mushrooms again. This one, I think, was an original, but I probably got inspired by something. And this one, well, yeah, that one was a little bit, somebody, it's kind of a weird story. It's kind of cool looking. Oh yeah, this is the Stone DJ, the Stone radio jockey right here. Oh yeah, so big chihuahuas, one little house. I was just looking at this tonight and I thought that I would just make a video about it. Oh yeah, the gangster Pokemons. Look at that gangster Pikachu. Look at how gangster Pikachu is. Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs. Okay, that was like Ratfink. I was a big fan of Ratfink, a little too much of a fan. This is more artwork that I did. This is Nikki Six artwork right here, down here. At this time I had admitted, and it was like I started really like, I don't know. I had been a Motley Crue fan forever though, but look at this. A gray mustache. I mean, if he grew that out nowadays, his wife would have fit. Okay. There are pictures of Nikki with his ex Kat Von D with him having a mustache, and I just totally digged it. A gray mustache. It's like, look, read that text there. It scares you, doesn't it? Isn't it creepy? Don't you just want to yell at me because it's so creepy? I was 13. Get over it. I was 13. Here's another one. This is when he first got Sixth Sense on. Yeah, thing that I did. There he has a remote control. So what is he doing? Yeah, there was a story that went along with this one. I think like I had this fantasy where I was like possessed by him, and he's holding a remote control to like control me because like I'm his possession. Stupid fucking story. I was like, my mind was somewhere else back then, guys. Okay, my mind was like somewhere else back then. This was like when I was on MySpace and everything, doing that whole thing where I was like trying to be a model and stuff like that, and it didn't work out very well at all whatsoever. Look at that face. Look at that. Oh yeah, you know, you're smiling, man. Look at that snarky smile. Wait, look into the camera. The camera's not focusing. Yeah, look at that. Look at that snarky smile. Look at that snarky smile. Look at that. See? I knew Six back then. I was 13. Look at that. I go way back. Guys. I go way back. Not way, way back. Some people go as far back as the 80s. Unfortunately, I wasn't even born then, but I wish I went that far back, though. I really did. This one's pretty interesting. I was actually inspired, by my 8th grade counselor, and I kind of drew her, as a vampire. Look at those eyes. It looks like, the female version of Rob Zombie. Look at that. Oh yeah, that looks like the female version of Rob Zombie. She's like, yeah. She's like, yeah. She's like, yeah. Give me your cock. Oh my god. She's like, yeah. Yeah, I want you going to swallow it, and then you're going to have nothing left. All you're going to have there is nothing. I'm going to eat you. I'm going to get you. You're going to get you. I'm going to turn you on, and then I'm going to suck you off. And I know you think I look delicious because I'm a living dead girl. I mean, seriously, that is a fantastic piece of artwork, though. Seriously. I was taking an art class at that time. Very good piece of artwork. It's like, you just want to like, I'm going to eat you alive. I'm going to spit out all your bones. And then you're going to sit there and tell me that you love me. I'm like giving that girl a voice, basically. That's what I'm doing. She's like, okay, good girl. I'm having fun with my artwork right now. But seriously, this is like crazy. Like, look at that. Look at those eyes. You know, back then I actually thought Nikki had blue eyes, but she doesn't. Look at those eyes. Looks mad. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that face. Look at that. Oh my God. Can you believe I drew that? Yeah, I drew that. And this guy, he's like, this guy is like really geeky looking. Look at that guy. He's like, what the fuck is this anyways? What the fuck is this? I guess this one looks more like David Bowie, actually. Oh, look at those eyes. It's like, I'm going to destroy your pussy. I am the destroyer. Can you believe I drew that? I know no one wants to believe. Look at this. Look at that smile. Look at that. It's like, look at how that sticks out. Look at that. I'm sorry, this just got really awkward. Oh, it's funny. Look at that. I always drew him with an angry expression on his face. Never did nice 6. No way. No way. I have more artwork. So this is just the beginning. This is start. That's like when he's on stage and he's trying to get the attention of the female audience. That's what he looks like. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, here's another one I did. So that's like it's weird. You know, I did this before he was a zombie for Halloween. And then he was a zombie for Halloween, and then this drawing, like, came to life. Damn. It says beware across it. And he has, like, fangs. Those are all, like, pointy teeth. So, you wouldn't want him, like, down there because, like, he'd just bite you with those pointy fangs. It's just like, can we stop getting sexual already? Just shut up. Shut up. You live in fucking La La Land. Just be quiet, bitch. I don't want to hear you. Too bad. You're gonna hear it. Yeah, he has like little tiny fangs, you know, just like little tiny fangs. Why? You want to see this? You want this? You want this, baby, huh? You want this? Well, you got it. Okay, really? Really, let's get serious. This is about the artwork. Ugh. Fan artwork. Yep. I like those yellow eyeballs. This is like that show The Living Dead, and like he's one of those zombies off of The Living Dead. I even did a line for the pecs over here. Wow. I was that detailed? Damn. Look at this. This is like a weird kind of like devil lady, I guess. She was supposed to be Asian. I did a lot more. This is when I got a hold of acrylics, guys. So when I got a hold of our crooks, I guess I just went ape shit. Oh, look at that. The sixth wizard. Those are hearts. What the fuck? Imagine if, Nikki was a wizard. He's like, I cast a magic spell on you, baby. And you're going to, I don't want to go there. He's like, I cast a magic spell on you, baby. Now you're gonna get down on your knees. And you're gonna scrub my floor. It's like, I cast a magic spell on you, baby. Now you're going to be in love with me forever. And now you're going to scrub my back while I'm in the shower. Like, I would say more, but like, I would say more, but I don't know. I'm kind of like getting a little bit, snarky here, and I realize that, and I may be saying some things that, are gonna come back and bite me one day, but come on, have a sense of humor. It's a joke. Well, he jokes around all the time on his Instagram. You should see it. I remember that one time he did that post and he was like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna be mad? Oh, that was so funny. Oh my god, it was so funny. He's gonna be mad. I remember that. It was so funny. You guys are thinking, like, I was just like, are you a crazy fan? Well, I used to be. Yeah, right. Oh yeah, the girl doing the motorcycle stunt with the muscle car, and it's pink. Nothing else. Oh yeah, ride the car. Bing, bing. Oh yeah, okay. There's nothing else to really see here. Oh yeah, look at that. Sort of the like weird mushroom thing here. It's kind of like the Jetsons meets the mystical mushrooms. This one's my favorite right here. I'm gonna blow this one up. This one's like my absolute favorite. Yes! The blonde getting tied up. Yes! My absolute favorite. Look at those handcuffs. Those like little miniature handcuffs. These are the kind of drawings that my mom would throw away. Look at that. Look at that. Look at her face. She looks like a blow up doll, I know, but this is like how good I got with my artwork back then. Look at that. How good I drew the body and everything like that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that face. Doesn't she look happy? Oh god. Woo! Creepy. If you saw a woman that looked like that, you would run. Ooh, you would run. And she's all tied up. I tweeted this to a guy on Twitter one time, and he said that he loves it. That he loved it. Yeah. So I've had fantasies about being tied up, but I don't know if I would ever trust anybody enough, but I don't know. I don't have those fantasies anymore, but I used to really have fantasies about being tied up a lot. I used to, I'm serious. Chained to the bed, I used to have those fantasies. I don't really have them anymore as much. Oh, look at this. Ooh! I know the one on the right looks like Nikki. I know. And by the way, exaggerated. Yeah, I know the junk's exaggerated. It's like they're all erect. And then they take the thong off and it's like, woo! Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. It looks like they're all erect except it's pointing down. Let's just say that. Oh, does that turn you on or something? Look at that. Oh, God. Goodness. What's got into you, child? I was 13. Stupid. This one's just stupid. This is like, oh, look at me! Oh god, fat woman with the whip. Oh yeah, and the handcuffs. It's so cheap. So cheap. All this stuff so cheap. God, sorry, I was such a moron. Sorry, I was such a bimbo back then. I'm sorry. Alright. Oh god. Okay, well, there's more. There's more. My battery's getting low. I'm just gonna briefly, just touch on some of this other stuff. Okay. Yeah. Another Nikki Sixx drawing in your face right there. This is actually from my diary. Actually isn't so bad. Here's all these, like, it's called anthropomorphic when, like, animals have human features, but those were all inspired by Nikki, obviously. Every single one looks like Nikki Sixx, obviously. Every one. Nikki's like, I wonder how it would look like with white hair. Well, I wonder how it would look like a wolf. Well, yeah. Well, you got that, yeah. Like, you go to this page and, like, you freak out. He's just like, oh my god, what did I see? King of Sleaze. Bridge of Death. I got that from a Monty Python episode, actually, to be honest with you. Oh, look at all that. Oh, yeah, I remember that was from his Twitter page, and I, like, photoshopped it up. This is weird. Oh, God. Look at that. Cow. What the fuck? Loser cows. Oh, well, these are some of my fictional band members that I came up with. This one, this one, and this one, and this one. And some of them were based on U.S. presidents, all based on historic figures. You can really tell in the facial features. That one's pretty cool. A lot of my artwork's actually pretty cool. What the fuck is this? Why are they crying? I don't know. They're crying because the sex was so good. Oh, what the fuck is this? I know who this looks like. This looks familiar. But I didn't even know who that dude was back then, really. Because this is 2011. I was 14. Oh, God. Clothing designs. Oh, yeah, I hated steel drums, so that's why I made this drawing. Actually, painting. I painted it. I did a lot of painting back then, and a lot of it was erotic. There's me in the bikini again. Oh, this one is one of my favorites. It's another depiction of Nikki. How many times? Oh, here's a bunch of other rock stars right here. You got Keith Richards and a lot of other people. Oh, no, not the guy from Poison. No. That's actually, the guy from Henai Rocks. This guy was from a different band. Some of this stuff is so stupid, I don't even want to talk about it. Shit on me.